Okay, let's bring in our guest for today. He's just a genuinely good dude, and we're really thankful that he's here right now after a tough workout on the old Echo bike. Noah Ohlsen. Noah, how you doing, man?
Thank you so much. As I said a moment ago, I'm about as good as you can be after just hopping off the Echo bike. But yeah, we're here. I'm excited to chat with you guys.
Yeah, appreciate you being here. So Tommy has explained this to you. We're doing a life's simple pleasures draft.
Yep.
Love that.
This will be interesting. So the ground rules are we always let our guest choose where he or she wants to draft. So you can go first, second, or third.
What an honor.
Keep in mind, if you go first, this is a snake style draft. So if you go first, it goes 1, 2, 3, then 3, 2, 1, then 1, 2, 3, then 3, 2, 1. So if you're at first or third, you'll get back-to-back picks at some point. But just keep that in mind, because if you go first, it's going to be, I think, 4 picks before it gets back to you.
I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but what if we let fate decide and we go with the old rock, paper, scissor?
Oh, we have not rock, paper, scissored yet.
We have not rock, paper, scissors.
I don't know how you do it with 3 people, but we can decide who wins, and then the last 2 will have to go head to head against each other for second and then third.
Oh, because Sean's the reigning champ from our last podium pick, so he should get the bye.
All right, I'll get the bye. You can.
Okay.
This is a first here.
This is a first.
Let's go. By the way, pardon I don't have a shrine to myself in my house. I promise. We Wadapalooza sent us that as like the invite, a previous picture, and then Jim Shark sent me a gift of like this big poster of myself, and so I just kind of stashed them in the corner for now and don't know what to do with them. And then we also don't have kids yet, but Joanne hosted a diaper drive for her birthday instead of presents. So that's what we got going on back there.
I was going to say, is that a hint or something?
Not quite yet. Not quite yet.
Well, all right. So do you go rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Ready?
Yep. I got you.
Here we go.
Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, scissors.
I was paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So now I got to go.
So now you got to go against.
All right.
So Tommy automatically is going third.
Well, he'll choose third.
That's if I choose third. Because some people choose to go third. When you're first. So if we give people the option, sometimes they don't want to pick first. They want to pick third.
I don't know what to choose, which is why what's the word I'm looking for here? Recommended this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I figured the winner gets first, second place gets second.
You want to do that way?
Third.
That's fine if you want to do that. Normally we let our guests choose, and then to determine where me and Sean get to pick to go, we flip a coin.
I'm choosing fate or the coin flip.
Okay. All right.
So me against Sean, and then we'll decide.
All right.
Sean, you ready? We got
Yeah. You want to call it?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right. One more time.
Ready? Go again.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Damn. All right.
Got him.
Yep. All right. So Noah, you get to pick any one of. You get to pick it since you won. You get to decide if you want to draft 1, 2, or 3. It's your choice.
I'll go first because that's what I envisioned. That the winner
would
go
first.
So I'll take that.
I'm gonna go second.
You're gonna go second.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go third.
All right, so that worked out.
So it actually did work.
That was an involved process.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you.
So
there's Max in the big.
Big Max is in the house. We have we're having a pool being built in our backyard, and today's the day that they're actually like digging the hole. And so Max is freaking out seeing all the guys go by. Hey, Max, it's okay.
Yeah, you're all right. If he wants to make a guest appearance, that's fine too. We highly encourage that.
So Noah, just double clarify again. So there's 5 rounds in total. After the third round, we'll do a quick little spot for our friends over at Whoop.
Do a Whoop podium.
And that we do a Whoop
Love
podium.
It.
Yeah.
And then if a pick gets taken, then it's off the board for everyone else. So it can't be taken again. So we can't have share picks or anything like that.
All right, ready.
Yeah,
I was on the clock.
Life's simple pleasures.
Yes,
and we're keeping it PG, right? Because there are some
hey.
pleasures that I don't know what kind of podcast this is.
Yeah. I'd say just be.
There are kids out there that might be listening.
I mean, do whatever you want.
Last week, John Woolley and Nikki Brazier were dropping.
They were cussing like sailors.
Curse words.
We don't encourage that. But if it happens, it's fine.
Yeah, we're
okay.
All right, so you're up.
Think of that paint sample, by the way. We're thinking about switching the wall from that green to like a charcoal. You guys like that?
I'd go a little lighter, but that's just me.
I like my parents have a charcoal gray type
If it's
wall
just an
paint?
Accent wall, I'd go with it. Like, it's okay. But if you're
Yeah.
room in that, that might be.
It's literally just this little square.
Yeah.
behind
Okay.
me.
Then that would work.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
All right. So, all right, here we go. Life simple pleasures. The first one that I could think of, because it's one of my favorite things. Max, no licking your paws. That's one of his life simple pleasures. But mine is a glass of ice cold water.
Ah, yep.
That might sound too simple, but man, that's one of my
that
favorite
is a simple
things
pleasure
in the world.
You clearly understand the.
I had that on my list.
I didn't.
A nice cold glass of water, like when it's hot or like post workout or something like that when you're parched.
That's nothing like it.
Yep, that is fantastic.
Sorry, I stole that from you.
Oh, it's good. It's good. That's
do you prefer the like the big ice cubes? Because I kind of something like the pellet cube sometimes. That's like, like a newer snow cone. Like that's really good.
Party ice is
party ice. There you go.
Yep. Party ice. That's my favorite. We actually bought our refrigerator because it advertised beautiful pyramid ice, word for word. And I was like, all right, I'm in.
You got me. They had me a beautiful pyramid ice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So Noah leads things off with glass of ice cold water. That brings it to me. So
good old Jack Youngblood.
Yeah, that's right. Number 85 in your program, but number 1 in your hearts. Played the Super Bowl with a broken leg. All right. Let's see. How about, here's what I'm gonna do, because I missed out on this last week. I'm not gonna make the same mistake this week. I'm gonna lead with this one. I'm gonna go with petting a dog. Petting a dog.
You stole that.
Number 1. Like, come on. How can you not love just petting a dog? And bonus if the dog like gives you a kiss, right? Oh, there's 100%. There's Maximus just hanging out.
Let's see.
There he is. What's up, Max?
Maxie, one of life's simple pleasures.
Just petting the dog. That's right.
Feels so good.
Since this is the dog pet / like welcome when you come home, I think is like the elite level version of like the dog pet, like
yes,
the greeting.
I
can't believe this got back to me.
All right, there you go.
To me, this would have been my 1-1 pick overall.
Wow. Okay.
Especially as an adult, and I feel bad for people that don't partake in this behavior. But the first sip of coffee in the morning when you wake up, to me, is, I don't smoke cigarettes, but I hear people that do smoke cigarettes, the only like drag they really enjoy is that first one. And for coffee, when you wake up, you get out of bed, maybe if you have an automatic grinder and pot going, or if you're like me and you enjoy the process too, you got a little Chemex.
You're a pour over guy.
Yep, you get the tactile senses of it, and then it all comes down to that first sip when it just. Will Ferrell said it best in Old School. It's just so good when it hits your lips.
I had that on my list. If petting a dog was taken, I was going with first sip of coffee. So
I like it.
Well played. Good job.
I like it.
All right. So Tommy is now going to begin round 2 with your second pick.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see. I got that.
I'll update my list. Tommy took first sip of coffee.
I've got a lot. I've got everything at my disposal right now.
Oh wow. I feel like I'm gonna have to scramble.
Okay, now I can get that one later. This is tough. I'm gonna do one for all of our females out there.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna do an homage to them that I don't get to experience because of my choice of apparel. But I've been told that this is one of the most amazing feelings.
Going for pick. You're going for votes here.
And it is taking your bra off when you get home from work is just one of the simple pleasures that I have heard time and time again. It's just the big moment.
Yeah.
From women that are just like, you're home, you're comfortable, you're back, it's just like,
that's a good one.
It's like shedding the day almost, if you will.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I feel like I can relate to that in a way because training all day in a single pair of compression shorts, the boys get suffocated and sticky. And when I get to take my compression shorts off and they just kind of hang loose, it's like, oh my God.
That's so true. Yeah. That's a good point.
Kind of similar.
Yep, that's actually pretty fair. That's a very unique athletic element of it.
Okay, that's a good one, Tommy. Wait, see, strategy coming into play here.
I haven't won a podium.
No. This show. This is we, not me, right
here.
True, we got a 2-game. We have a 2. All right, the team. Okay, all right. So now it's back to me. I got a bunch here. I don't know. It just depends on what order I want to go in. I'm afraid somebody might take that, so maybe I'm going to grab this one next. Okay, so. Hang on, I got to strategize, make sure I have enough to fit in all the other stuff that I want. Oh, okay. You know what? Ooh. All right. I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to roll. I'm going to take a risk because I think someone might grab this, but I'm going to take a risk. Take a risk that there's some depth here that I can come back and get this in my other one. But I'm just going to go with something simple: laughter. I love laughter.
Just I love a good belly laugh.
Yeah, just a good laugh, having a good laugh.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what setting it is. You know, if you're in a bad mood and you hear other people laughing, you start laughing.
Yeah,
it's contagious. Laughter is contagious. It helps sort of like chase the bad away. Yeah, it's just the best feeling. Just laughing, man.
Yeah,
if genuine, deep laughter.
If you have a good laugh once a day, I say that you're living a good life. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go down the middle. Yeah,
exactly. Was that the Jimmy V? Like if you laugh, cry, shower and do something else every day, you've lived a good life.
So laughter is that's gonna be my second pick. And so now we're back to Noah. So Noah, you get back-to-back picks here. You get to end round 2 and begin round 3.
Whoa, I like that. All right. Well, I'm gonna snag a beauty, in my opinion. Sleeping in.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Like on a weekend when I don't know, no matter what the circumstances are, you can accentuate the feeling in many different ways, but being able to like not have to get up when your alarm goes off or not even set an alarm and just like melt into the bed a little longer. For me, that's a good feeling.
I love that. There's one thing I inherited from my father. It is the ability to just be able to sleep as long as it's like relatively cool and dark. It doesn't matter. And on the days when like, I always say that the best night of sleeping in is the day after you get home from the CrossFit games. So the games are over.
Yeah.
Then you fly home and you finally get home and you sleep in. You're like, I don't have anything to do. I'm just going to recover and sleep. Your body kind of wants to wake up at one point. So you maybe roll over and you're like,
nah, not just yet.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a great pick.
Sleeping in. Very good.
I like it.
That one.
Thank you.
You get another. I think, well, I'm going to have to run something by the judges, but okay. You're up.
All right. So that's 2 for me so far.
So now this is round 3.
Ice cold water, sleeping in.
Yes.
And my third, I'm going to go with a little bit of a meathead moment here. And I'm going to say one of my favorite, like simple pleasures, just something that feels so good is getting a good pump. We don't do it that often.
Okay.
But when you just do like some bodybuilding and just your chest and arms and you're just I love that. A good pump.
Get your pump on. Just doing some curls, maybe some bench and some flies, back and buys, chest and shoulders and tries.
Maybe you found a scoop of the old school no explode in your gym bag, and things are just looking vascular, right? That stuff had magic in it.
Arnold said it best, and I'm not going to quote him here.
Yeah, I know.
Yep, you're right.
Okay. All right. So now it's back to me for my third pick. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this. I'm going to appeal to the dads out there and the dad and me. There's nothing like freshly cut grass.
Ooh.
You mow the lawn
feeling.
And then you stand back and you look at your nice lines and everything is nice and perfect and it's edged beautifully. So like between your concrete and the grass is a nice, just clean border there, something you can set your watch by. And just you don't want anybody to step on it. Don't ruin my lines. Sometimes you go diagonal. Maybe maybe
I've never experimented with that.
Sometimes you go like, if you're really technical, you go up and down, you go vertical followed by the diagonal to make sure you get everything there.
Oh, wow.
Up and back works for me. Just got to be thorough with it. When you look at that and it's all done, all nice and green, it's mwah!
That's
Nothing
actually
like
one of the things that I love to do. It's kind of like a mindless task that you can see production before your eyes. For me, mowing the lawn and folding laundry are two things that I think a lot of people don't like doing that I actually love doing because I can just zone out, maybe put some music on, do work.
Yep. You can listen to a podcast or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right. Talking Elite Fitness.
There you go.
There you go.
Good choice.
Number one grass cutting podcast.
Should be.
Nice.
Okay, so Tommy, you're gonna do what is that?
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah,
thank you.
I had that one on mine.
Oh, good. Okay, so then
I have a deep list. I have a deep list.
I don't have a deep list because I picked some.
I don't either.
Okay, so now it's Tommy. You're gonna wrap up round 3. Then we will do our Whoop podium, and we will kick off round 4.
Yep. This one. I was debating a few others, but this one is just so good. And I think it's a universal moment of respite, I think, where you just kind of sit and just let something like envelop you. And it is taking warm laundry out of the dryer.
Yes.
You reach in, you get I try to, because it's a game too. You try to get as much laundry as you can.
One trip that thing.
Yeah, one trip it. But you pick it up and it's like nice and warm.
Yeah.
You have your
nice
favorite
hug.
Yep. You got a nice warm hug in there. And then you get that like waft of warm laundry with whatever your fabric softener is. And you're just like, I feel like the snuggle bear in that moment. You're like, oh, that's what that crazy little stuffed animal is talking about. You're like, oh
yeah, he knows.
And then the impending like folding takes place. But for just that moment, you're in mid chores, you're doing everything.
It's cold out.
Oh, it is. Oh yeah. You're like, oh yeah, that's nice. You take a deep breath and you're like, yep. And I think that is also the tactile enjoyment at times behind hugging your person, if you will, because eventually over time, I think that scent gets worked into their scent, if you will, if that makes sense, right? Like your laundry.
No pun intended.
Yeah. Yeah. Your like the laundry detergent you use, the fabric softener, whatever it is, your sheets, all of those things get worked into that person's kind of aura. And I think that's one of those like mental like Pavlovian responses that you get that's also tied to laundry as well. So that big, nice, warm laundry fresh out of the dryer.
I like it. That's a good one. Okay, now we're going to take a quick break and we're going to do our Whoop podium for this week. I don't even know what this is going to be. So Tommy, what is the Whoop podium this week?
All right. So we're recording this midweek. So we want to see who's been getting after it on the strain. So since it's Wednesday and usually Thursday is kind of like International Rest Day for most people, this is our Whoop podium for the highest single activity for a day today. So on our Talking Elite Fitness Whoop group, number 1, Violet Meekum, shout out Violet, who has invited us in the past to the Meekum car auctions. She danced 19-2.
Dang.
Breaking it down.
She was getting after it. Yeah.
Fancy stuff.
I was at a wedding on Saturday dancing my butt off. And I want to go back and I don't even think it registered. That doesn't seem fair.
Oh,
I should do that.
Oh, I bet 100% that it had to have, or at least like maybe it just thought you were doing like Murph or something.
It did. It didn't log it as dance, but I had a 10.9 for a little dance Saturday night.
There you go. Well, number 2 is Matt Clarkson running at 18.6. Tiffany York, basketball, 17.2. Hoop Dreams. Mel Corcus, Vera's daughter. Functional Fitness, 16.3. I think we all know what that is. Phil Fajgenbaum, 16.3. That was just with running. Christopher Gersitz, he did hit, and he's also got a Captain America logo. I like that. That's 16.1. Emma Baki, 16 with just activity. Andrew Muntz, activity 15.8. Steffi Warnock in 9 with running at 15.6. And then I think it's St. Jeffers or St. Jeffers. That's an awesome nickname if it's not your full name. Activity at 15.4, but he also had CrossFit training. So a nice array of high strain activities for all of our Talking Elite Fitness Whoop group getting after it on this.
That was a giant podium.
Oh yeah.
Was that like 12 deep? I wish the CrossFit Games did that.
We go 10 deep here, just to give our supporters on Whoop a little love. But yeah, they get after it.
Very
okay,
cool.
now we kick off round 4.
Okay.
So Tommy, you are up next with your second of back-to-back picks here.
Yep. Let me erase this off my board. So there, first sip of coffee, broth after work, warm laundry. Those are adult pursuits. And there's got to be some childhood pursuits.
You're trying to cover all your bases.
Yeah, that I think just, I like to feed my inner child, Sean. And one of the ways that I do that,
literally or figuratively,
both. I want you to picture this. You're at Costco, right? Maybe you went a little buck wild.
Okay.
Got a nice heavy cart in front of you. You get outside, you see a clean runway all the way to your car.
Okay.
You know darn well what you're doing. You're mounting both of your feet in the undercarriage, and you are just riding that thing all the way home.
That's a good one.
Do you guys still do that though? I still do that all the time.
100%. And then there's also that moment where maybe if you packed a medium cart and you're not 100% sure if you counterbalanced it properly, where you commit and you're feeling it out if you're going to go wheelie on that. And to this day, my dad's 65 and he still does it. And I have seen him wreck some shopping carts.
I'm sure
his day.
I can see him coming up.
And the general concern from the public when they see a 60+ man bite it on a shopping cart is both hilarious and reassuring that they have general concern.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, the old shopping cart ride or riding your shopping cart is
like
one of my
one.
favorite simple pleasures. Doesn't cost anything.
Okay.
I do like that a lot.
So
I thought when you said Costco, I thought you were going to go with the old sample roundup because that's a good one too.
Just running the rack on the samples.
That's a good one. Okay, I'm going to need a ruling from the judges on this one because Noah picked sleeping in. Now, mine has to do with that, but it is different.
Okay,
it's a feeling.
I'll give it to you. You can already take it.
No, hang on. I just want to make sure because I have backup picks here, but I like this one a lot because
I have a feeling I think I know what it is.
My life simple pleasure, and this is one that doesn't happen that often, but when it does, it's one of the best feelings in the world. And you can be a kid. Happened more when I was a kid, but when you wake up on a Saturday and you're like, oh man, I got to go to school, and then you realize it's Saturday.
Oh,
that feeling.
The Saturday realization wake up.
Yes. Or even like, oh man, I gotta go to work. No, it's Saturday. That feeling.
Yep.
So
there's a clever word for that.
You can either that can be preceded by sleeping in, or just be like, yes, I'm getting out of bed and it's play with
party time.
I'm gonna go knock on my buddy's door, see if we can play some football today. Like that. It's that feeling of I thought I had to go to school, but I don't.
Saturday morning cartoons, usually early too, so you don't have to sleep in. That's why I think that's all right.
Okay, because
you don't necessarily have to sleep in, particularly if you got a jam-packed Saturday full of activities with your boys.
All right, so I'm okay. Good. That's I wanted that one.
I like it. Yeah, you could have it.
Okay, that brings us to you, Noah.
All right, round 4
and 5. So Noah's final 2 picks.
Okay. Oh, I back to back them.
Yep.
Oh, baby. All right. I think it might be good timing too, because Joanne may just be getting home and I got my last one. I'm going to close it out, earn myself some brownie points. But number 4, I love going to the movie theater or the cinema, as my friend Evan from Ireland, who today is his 35th birthday, likes to say. Yeah, thank you. I love going to the movies and that feeling of you've got your icy in one hand, popcorn in the other hand, and you just like fall back into the comfy movie theater seat and you can just zone out. Your phone is off for 2 hours. You just get to relax and not think about anything but what's playing in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Going to the movies then.
Yeah, I would almost call it the movie seat descent.
Dude, that's a good one too.
Yep.
Yeah, movie seats. Yeah, and
that is
have like the big loungers in there.
Yeah,
because
that's
just one of those things where I think universally it's accepted. If I feel like if my mom called me and was like, "Where have you been?" aliens invaded and the world is on fire. And I'm like, I was at the movies. They'd be like, oh, okay. Well, you should know aliens just came through. And they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just like everyone knows that
No
is
excuse.
that's off limits.
Yeah. All right. That's a good one, Noah. So now you get your final pick.
That was a scramble. And so is this one, but I'm glad I thought of it. And Tommy, you actually inspired this one with your laundry hug.
Okay.
I was thinking, man, how nice is it? Especially when you really need it. So I'm going to phrase it as a needed hug from your person. You know, when you're having a bad day, the world is up against you and you are able to just you just have that moment with your person where you know everything is going to be okay. They hold you in their arms and you're like, all right, we're going to make it. Whatever is going on, if we're together, we got this.
You almost kind of melt a little bit at the point of contact. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Whether it's head over the shoulder or whatever, you can almost go limp and they'll support you. But
it's a human charging station is basically what it is.
A human charging station.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
That's really good.
I actually prefer my human charging station to be horizontal. In that moment, not like anything beyond it.
There's just effort in the hug, right?
It's almost like a weighted blanket, right? Like it's like I like the if I'm like, oh my God, I feel awful. I want the weight of my person just like physically in that embrace.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So a needed hug from your person. Good job, Noah.
Human charging station.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you just kind of recharge.
Call it AKA that if you want to.
All right. Okay. My last pick. Now, last week, my last pick, I thought, I think people really enjoyed the DEF CON one.
They did.
So I'm gonna preface this with this. All right. What I'm about to describe, everyone at some point in your life, you have experienced this and you have taken joy in it. And if you say you haven't, you're lying. All right. You're lying. I'm calling all you out right now. If you say that never, you're wrong because you have taken pleasure in this. All right. Nature calls. You have to go do your business. You do your business. You're like, oh man, I got to get my Johnny Ben Schmidt of toilet paper here because this is going to be like, you go to take care of said business. And it's like one and done.
Like it never happened.
One and done.
Nothing.
One and done. That's what I'm calling. You're like
clean pinch.
One and done. I'm out of here, man. Like that was easy. No cleanup. Victory for me. And everybody has had that moment. You're like, whoa, that was a good one.
You're right. The clean.
I'm with it.
The clean sweep. That's it. That's what I'm saying. Like, and you're like, oh man. Okay, here we go. And then it's like it never happened.
It's
Tommy.
so true. It seems,
and everyone's been there.
And you also like, you're like, I just got another like 90 seconds to 3 minutes back.
Yeah.
Like, or for some people, maybe even longer.
You don't have that feeling sometimes. You're like, oh, I didn't, like there's still some.
I feel like, you almost like I am a well-oiled machine.
Yes. Clean as a whistle, man. Yep.
Non-sponsored advertisement that fits in with this. Matt Bickle, I think some of you guys know him, gifted us recently a device called the Tushy. And it is a bidet, essentially, that you can attach to your toilet. It's super simple
I've heard
to
those
install.
Are a game changer.
I am still adjusting. It's been a couple of weeks. But what I have noticed is that after using that, you still have to wipe a little and like dry the water off your butt.
Yeah.
But there's pretty much like, I don't know about you guys, and I don't want to go too in depth, but without that, no matter how many times I wipe, sometimes there's still just like a little streak on there, and you're like, all right, well, hopefully I'm good to go. I'm just going to chance it. With this, you like wipe one time, and then the next one, it's 1000%. There's nothing there. It's just totally clean and gone, and that's a pretty good feeling.
See, that's one of life's simple pleasures right there, Tommy.
My parents just got one, so.
All right. Now
it takes some adjusting.
Yep. So now, Tommy,
is it the one where you have to crank the dial?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a dial.
So it's like a dial. It's like the water pressure, right? Ooh. But it doesn't like really kick on till 3.
Okay.
So you get a little jolt.
I accidentally got blasted the other day. Like it came out of my nose.
Wow.
So my brother calls it, and if you're listening with your kids, earmuffs, kids. It is my brother calls it the Ass Blaster 5000. So just because of the pressure that it comes out off that initial jolt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, then
that's a good one. That is a honest and relatable one.
That's
for
sure. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
Tommy, you're going to close us out here.
Man, I have a lot of my board left.
Mhm.
Let's see.
Thanks for the clean sweep, by the way.
Yes, clean sweep. Good name. I'm thinking of what's going to go on our graphic, you know?
Mhm.
This is Mr. Irrelevant, right?
Yes, last pick.
Okay. Ooh.
We'll have our honorable mentions after this.
Yeah. I have a lot of
Mm.
honorable mentions.
You can take all of them because I got nothing.
You know what? This one is I'm sticking with the non-glorious thing.
Okay.
We've all had them. Everybody's had one. Sometimes your pores just don't do their job, and you get a pimple or a blackhead.
That's a great one. Oh.
And sometimes you just get that perfect one.
This is good.
And I used to call it the flawless victory, and just the perfect pimple or blackhead pop.
Are we talking like a shoot onto the mirror guy, or just one that comes clean out and you can just wipe it right off?
I think it depends because, well, it kind of varies. Sometimes the shootout to the mirror is rewarding when you're like, it feels like there's something there, but like to the naked eye, there's not something there. And you're like, but I know it.
Oh, this is
and then you
That
go
gives me
for it,
goosebumps.
and then it just like it goes, and you get that. But there's also the ones where it's clear it's there, and maybe it's a blackhead too, so it's more solid. But it just like comes out perfect.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
solid.
Like, this is like, and this is even like getting like descriptive a little bit too. But it like it came out perfect because there's a little tail to it at the end, and you're like, I nailed it.
Yeah,
I nailed it. And there's that perfect release. And
nice.
I think I speak for most men everywhere when like Tiffany is like treats me like I'm one of her chimpanzees.
Oh,
like I come home from the gym or something like that. She's like, turn around, let me inspect you. And I'm like, oh gosh, I feel like I'm like,
yeah. And if it's what I hate is like if it's one, I'm like, ooh, I got one, and my wife sees it too. It's like she'll go for it.
Oh,
she goes, no, I got it. I go, no, it's mine. Get your hands off. I got it.
They turn into like spider monkeys. Oh yeah. I feel like I'm getting like scrubbed out of a nuclear waste facility. I'm getting like looked over every inch.
That's a good one.
But yep,
you're right, because we've all had that.
Nicely done.
Yep, flawless. The perfect pimple.
Perfect pimple.
Perfect pimple.
And you know what? You remember them.
You remember them too.
Remember them.
And you even compare them. And and there's some people that I feel like I can speak to here. Like there's a couple spots that like that are habitual line steppers in the clogged pore category. I don't know why. I have one, and Tiff calls it her arch nemesis.
Ooh.
I have one in the center of my back.
Yeah.
Right on my spine. And I think it's just a
recurring thing.
It's just an unusually large, wide pore. And
the arch nemesis.
But it's also super deep. And like I have like really, I don't know, I got like very, I don't want to say oily because I don't quite have oily skin, but I have moisture isn't a problem for me. And so she feels like she has to she's in like a 10-round heavyweight boxing match with it just to get something out of it that she knows is in there. And it's like, wow.
I personally hate that when it's one of those where like you didn't get it the first time. Stop, you're done. You lost your chance. You're hurting me back there. It's
exactly. Oh, 100%.
Good one, man.
She gets so mad, and I'm like, listen, I know this thing is like the gopher in Caddyshack for you, and you're Bill Murray over here just throwing the kitchen sink at it, but you got to back off.
Nice. Okay, so that's good. Some that I'll start that I had on my list I didn't take. Actually, think of a great comeback at the right moment.
Oh yeah,
like when the
snapback,
because you're always like, oh man, that's what I should have said, But when you actually put that together in the moment and you do it, it's fantastic. I had a fire in the fireplace on a rainy or snowy day. That's always nice. And then another one, exact change.
Oh,
when you have exact change, like we don't pay with anything with cash anymore. We don't use cash at all. But when you do and you have exact change, that's like hitting a home run.
Yeah, it is. Because you also offloaded change. Because who wants that?
Who wants that jangling around in your pocket? So exact change is a nice one. What about you? What'd you have?
So I had walking into good air conditioning on a hot day.
Oh, nice.
Like Noah, as a Floridian, if it's like muggy and you step into like a well AC'd room, you're like,
Florida muggies.
Yeah, refreshing for
super
sure.
nice. Taking off your ski or snowboard boots at the end of a mountain day on the mountain. That one feels great. This was the first descent into a hot tub. So because you get in, you're like, feet, legs get in first. And then when you fully commit to get down to the neck there, you're kind of like, oh, that's nice. And that's like when the full scope of the heat hits you.
These are all very good feelings.
I got fresh, clean sheets.
Yeah.
Getting into clean sheets.
About freshly baked cookies.
That's a good one. This one is more appropriate for all of our CrossFitters out there. On a hot day, say you're working out in the gym and a breeze comes through mid-wad that just kind of uplifts you a little bit. You're like, oh yeah, I was starting to overheat there, but that mid-wad breeze gets you.
Saved me.
Oh man, this one's a personal favorite. I call it the garbage can Kobe. Is when you just you got done something, you crinkle
Nailed
it up,
it.
you just nail it. You nail the swish. I got a ton. The first time you do the smoke breath on a cold day. When you walk outside and you go and you pretend like your breath is smoke, that's just a little kid one, you pretend you're like smoking a cig or lighting up a dart. I got a ton. I got a few more. The post-snap bed stretch. So when you wake up from the nap and you're like, you roll over, you're like, and you get like the good one. That extra little like groan stretch. The perfect road trip song coming on.
Oh, that's a good one.
You and your friends start singing. This one is probably more apropos to me, but hitting all the greens when you're running late.
Oh, that's a good one.
You're running a few minutes behind,
especially when you time it when it's like yellow, you're through red. Like yellow, you're through red. You're like,
and
then you end up making it just in time.
Yep.
So
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, Noah, listen, man, thanks so much for doing this. What have you been up to lately?
That is a wonderful question. I appreciate you guys having me on. That was a lot of fun. I think those are all awesome things that people are hopefully going to be able to relate to. We'll see who comes out victorious. Yes. I have been actually probably in like a different training mode than post games ever before. Usually it's kind of like a couple weeks off and then back at it, like start taking classes, and then by the month mark you're already back on the plan. And we're taking an extended off season this time just because many reasons, but it's unique and it's felt good. Basically my priorities right now are those aerobic capacity sessions that I mentioned. I'm doing the hatch squat cycle so that I didn't lose too much strength while I was losing weight and doing all this aerobic stuff. And then a little bit of rehab stuff for my shoulder. And then the rest of it is kind of just freedom. Like I've been jumping in on classes at Peak, working out with buddies, which is a lot of fun. And I feel like I'm still in really great shape and getting in better shape. So it's just a different format, but it feels good. And what's up?
I'm sorry to interrupt. I didn't realize you're done.
That's okay.
No, I was just when's your next competition?
I am likely doing Wadapalooza because it's going to be the 10-year anniversary and it'll be my 10th year competing there as well. So got to round it out for the decade.
Yeah.
And I'm excited.
And how's everything else going? It's always nice to check in because I feel like me and Tiffany are on a very similar like arc as you and Joanne, with like Joanne just finishing PT school and all that stuff, and the engagements and dealing with all that stuff as well. So I'm always curious to hear how life's going in that department. Yeah,
we're great. Thank you for asking. Joanne is right here. She did graduate back in May. And she actually just is about a month into her first job post PT school. She's liking it a lot.
Congratulations.
Epic.
Yeah. How about Tiffany? She working yet or?
She is. She's been at her clinic for a little bit. And just hey Joanne. And just, she learning and growing and learning all this new stuff from being, a
it's an adjustment process.
For sure. And she just did a continuing education course and feels all fired up about that. So it's all good stuff.
Cool.
Very cool. Glad to hear it.
Well, Noah, we're glad you're in a good spot, man. And can't wait to see you back out on the competition floor. I know, people are always happy when you're in the field, and Wadapalooza should be a great time as it always is. And best of luck, man.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. I love competing for all those people too. So be back at it soon.
All right, man. We hope to see you soon in person. If you're going to vote on this, the only place you can vote is on the Instagram post that Tommy will be putting up. He'll have all of our picks there. Good luck finding the graphics on that.
Do you want a quick recap?
Yes, let's recap.
All right, so Noah's team of 5 of simple pleasures: a glass of ice cold water, sleeping in, a good pump in the gym, movie seat descent, and a needed hug from your person, aka the human charging station. Great name.
Solid 5. I feel good about him.
That's good.
Sean, you got petting a dog, a good laugh, fresh cut grass, the Saturday realization, and the clean sweep poop.
That is the daddest list of all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Go with your strengths. Yep.
I got the first sip of coffee in the morning, taking your bra off after work.
That's a good one. That's going to play well.
The warm laundry out of the dryer, a shopping cart, riding your shopping cart through the parking lot, and last but not least, the perfect pimple pop.
If I'm handicapping this one time, I think you got a strong list. That last one was big. Usually
I agree.
You're back. Good one. So yeah, if you're going to vote, you have to go to the Instagram post on the Talking Elite Fitness Instagram account and tell us who you think won. And we will, we'll have those results in the future. But yeah, you can vote at Talking Elite Fitness Instagram page. Tommy will have all the recaps there. So do that. Again, Noah, thanks so much, man, for doing this. We appreciate you taking the time.
Pleasure.
Best of luck with everything.
Thank you guys, as always.
Yeah, best of luck at Wadapalooza. Hope to see you in person soon. For Tommy Marquez, I'm Sean Woodland. Take care of each other, be better, and we will talk to you next time.